Have you seen video of the protests that are going on in Wisconsin?
No, what happened?
There are roughly 70,000 people who are protesting against the anti-union proposal in Wisconsin.
Who proposed this bill?
Republican Governor Scott Walker.
What about that bill?
Walker's bill would eliminate state and local public employees' collective bargaining rights that are only limited to salaries. Employee contracts only last for at most 1 year.
How much does the government currently require the public workers to pay toward the pension and health insurance annually?
About 1% of their salary.
Who pays the rest?
The taxpayers.
How much does the workers' proposal require public employees to pay then?
5.8%.
Is that above the national average?
No. It's below the national average.
What about the health premium?
6%.
But Walker wants to raise that to 12%. And 12% is still less than half the national average. And what exactly is the union complaining about?
They said it's not about the money, it's about the right and justice.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
What has led Walker to make such a decision?
He said we are broke, we have to make tough choices. Wisconsin is facing a $137 million budget deficit and projecting a $3.6 billion deficit in 2013. He thinks the cause of this is the overpaid teachers and nurses.
What's the compensation for a teacher in average in Wisconsin?
A Wisconsin public school teacher's total yearly compensation is about $80,000 for 180 days school year.
What if the bill failed to pass?
If a deal can't be done, there will be many layoffs and cuts to Medicaid, the health care program for the poor, elderly and disabled, he said.
What about the city teachers? Are they good at teaching?
According to the Department of Education, 2/3 of Wisconsin 8th graders can read proficiently.
Let's get this straight. For the teacher unions, we cannot fire any of them despite the fact that they are incompetent at teaching our children?
Yes.
But their compensation is at least 2 times more than private workers?
Yes.
And they are paying little to nothing towards their pension and health premium?
Yes.
And they still expect taxpayers to financing their rights?
Yes.
Even when the state is on the verge of bankrupt, that layoffs thousands of workers and cuts off the funds for disabled people?
Yes.
Are they get paid according to their performance?
No, government workers, unlike private workers, has stability and are not affected by the inflation or deflation. They don't have to be afraid of losing their jobs or having their paychecks cut. Do not bargain with companies to share in the profits and benefits gained by operating in the market. They demand pay and benefits from citizens who do not share in any such rewards.
What did the unions offer to help the state budget?
They offer concession.
What is that?
They want to obtain their rights.
So, even when they have the most stable job plus benefits, with no chance of ever losing it, they are still demanding their fellow innocent neighbors to give them more money and better working conditions, as their neighbors are losing their jobs and seeing their income decline mainly because of the mismanagement of the government shaking them down. Worse, everyone else are further strained by demands of the government workers. These even has the nerve to refuse to go do their jobs, and go out in the streets, and engage in riots and protesting, all the while still getting paid. Does anyone expect the people to have much love and sympathy for people who act up, with pay, to make further demands on their neighbors who have no such luxuries?
Hell no.